My name is Parth Gupta. If I describe myself in 3 words, that would be I'm a low code solution evangelist, I am an entrepreneur, and I love traveling. So let me try to give you more description about what these 3 words mean. So I'll talk about the low code solution evangelist. Low code solution evangelist means the person who supports low code in various formats. So I love being a low code solution evangelist because I believe that the web apps development, majority of that part in the future would be shifting to the low code tech tools. Okay, why that would be done? Because I firmly believe that low code gives the power to the businesses to get more involved in the development part. So there is a development part, like let's say there's a product being developed or there's a feature being developed. So if the business gets more involved into it, the end quality or the end product that we get is more refined and is more aligned to the expectations of the client. Whereas talking about the developers or the team who is helping to develop that particular product, those developers are actually have to be more in a consulting phase. Consulting means they're actually helping the business to basically improve the entire process in a more efficient way. Okay, so they are actually helping business to develop more business. So it's more than just being developers, it's being more into the consultant phase. And I believe in this rapid digitalization era, this is the need, and this is where these synergies of low code development and the need of innovation is getting merged, and hence getting the fruits that are desired on the table. So that's why I am being a part of this. I mean, I'm betting my career as being a low code solution evangelist. Second, being as an entrepreneur. So I have been having this entrepreneurial spirit from many years. I had my first startup back in 2015, which was goes by the name by apkajini.com. So it was a simple service that we were enabling. It was point A to point B, anything delivered in 90 minutes. Okay, so it was a hyper logistical delivery startup that we started. It went profitably, but there were certain loopholes. Myself and my team were not that capable to push that out and make it like the things that Dunzo is doing right now, or any other big player who is trying to serve in the same industry, trying to serve in as a hyper logistical player. But I learned a lot of lessons from it, and I basically groomed and groomed and groomed all of these lessons into multiple experiments and push them ahead to have my another venture, which is App Technologies. So is it an IT startup firm in a short summarized way. Then the last part, I love traveling. I have been to more than 4 countries at the moment. It's my dream to be in every part of the world at least once, like cover every country once. And there's a YouTuber whose name is Winsple, and I really follow his videos. And I want to do that one day, but let's see how far my journey goes. So that's a bit about me. But coming to my personal choices, I am a bit of a sweet tooth, and yeah, I think that's a bit of summary about myself.
Okay, so could you name the 4 countries where you travel?
So I have been to Paris, basically France. I have been to Brussels. I have been to Germany, and I've been to Netherlands.
Great, that's amazing. So I think you have give a quite good introduction of yourself, where we came to know a lot about you. And yeah, the way you describe these 3 words is amazing. Like, I was thinking to ask you, okay, what type of entrepreneur, what type of traveler you are, but you have given me enough introduction that I don't need. So thanks for that.
Yeah.
So Parth, first of all, congratulations for being a part of LinkedIn Accelerator program.
Thank you.
So can you walk through this program?
Yes, absolutely. So LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program, I'll just define it, and then I'll tell my personal experience related to this program and why I am thrilled to be a part of this program. So it's a 10 weeks journey. This program is being launched by LinkedIn itself. So this 10 weeks journey is enabling the content creators across, like I'm talking specifically for India. Earlier it was for US. So it is enabling the content creators in India to basically amplify their voice, grow their network, and put out their thoughts in an experimental manner to the entire audience. Okay, so it is giving not only this kind of amplification, but it is also providing certain financial grant, and along with that, mentorship from people like Ankur Wariku, Radhika Gupta, Nas Daily. Okay, so these are the top 3 names that I am a huge fan of. There are multiple other mentors multiple other things that LinkedIn creator managers are doing. And it's a lot exciting part being a programmer. I 100% recommend anyone and everyone, whether you are a content creator or whether you are not, just join this program if you feel that you have just a bit of content creation in you. Now, talking about myself, I had this content creation hobby since quite a long time, but it was just a side hustle. It was just a side manner. I've been like doing content creation, like when I was there in Aapka Genie back in 2015, all the content that got posted on websites, all the content part that got posted on social media, I was the one who was curating that. And that basically, there was the initial spark that developed, and it kept on growing. So wherever I used to work, I basically helped multiple clients build their content creation part. Just do it for pro bono purposes. It was not a commercial anything. But when this LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program opportunity struck me, I thought that I have blade that is not that sharp. It is still blunt. So I think I can sharpen this, and this opportunity made my side hustle, or made my side, you can say, hobby, into a kind of part of my day. So like right now, the content creation is a part of my day. So I know it's really hectic to, having a full-time venture which is of IT, which is absolutely not, linked to content creation. Okay, my consultants or my clients who will come will ask me for the development of the applications of our products. They will not ask me that whether, hey, your content was having only 10 likes or whatever. Okay, so they will not be caring about the content, but actually I'm enjoying this process, and it's the experiments that I do in order to make myself grow. And this 10 weeks program, it's just third week right now, but I think in the upcoming 7 weeks, I will be definitely making this content creation as a part of my day, as a part of my personality, actually. So that's my aim that I want to do. And I'm really doing n number of experiments. I'm trying video content, I'm trying carousel content. I have been hustling around to see what content I can post, where I'm getting more reactions. And it's really exciting to see that there are certain meaningful conversations that are getting sparked due to this program. So that's my personal experience, actually.
Usually I used to say that learning is a lifelong process, and by saying you, I think it's true, because LinkedIn creator program is nothing to do with your professional business. It's not going to bring you a lead or anything else, but you are doing it just you want to grow and you want to take out your hidden talent of content creation. So that's a great thing. So in the starting, did you face any challenges while making the content, because you are almost new to this?
Yeah, absolutely. Like as I said that I was earlier creating content, but at the very back end kind of thing, like I was just posting text. Okay, I was creating text, that too by googling out, and then adding my personal touch to it, and then just posting it. So I was just bit doing that. But over here, with the mentorship that I'm getting from that program, with the people that I'm in connect with that program, I think I'm able to experiment a lot. I'll just give you a light example of that I'm trying to do. Is that I will basically post a content as a text in the morning, and I'll create a video and post it in the evening. Okay, so basically same content twice a day. But the thing is, I want to know, I want to experiment, I want to learn that where the audience is getting more catch. Okay, in this I had my practical example in this, in this 3 weeks of journey. The video content actually had the largest amount of impressions, largest amount of likes and comments, whereas the carousel post that I'm doing is having a little bit less. But the meaningful conversations that I got, it's just very early to deduce that. But what I got was that those PDFs that people that basically I created, the carousels that I created, they were reshared many times, and the video was still not that much reshared. So actually, the meaningful conversations that arise were from carousels, although the likes and comments were on the video part most. So it's just the experiment that I wanted to speak about.
Okay, even according to surveys, people most preferably used to watch the video, which is between 15 to 45 seconds. So basically, we are talking a lot about LowCode. So I just want to know what is that and what tools you used.
Okay, so let me try to explain you with an example what is LowCode. So when this coding and programming, this computer thing started, basically there was an assembly language in which you have to go line by line. You have to type n number of codes in order to develop something. Okay, then a bit advanced version where you go for C and C++ languages. Okay, then those languages were created to basically help develop in an easier manner, in a more human friendly manner, right? But in the depths of development, there was still a bit of complex. Then object oriented programming languages came into the picture, like Java, C Sharp. So they basically, what we are doing as humans are evolving, or the technology is evolving, we are taking out the abstraction and making the accessibility to develop in an easier manner, making the development go in a more faster and an agile manner. So that's the target why which these things are happening. Low code is just another level. It's just another new part, a new stepping stone that is actually there to help all the developers across the globe to develop and deliver the applications faster. That's for developers. For the clients, it is providing them the time, the money to be put in more in an innovation parts, because they are more involved right now in the consultancy parts or the development parts of the end product, as I was speaking before. So right now, low code is just that part. Okay, so there are various myths around low code that there was a myth that I heard that low code will eventually wipe out the developer jobs. That's absolutely not true. It is there to help them out to develop faster. Even if you give this low code power to business consultant or an SME, they will be able to just build a very simple applications. Developers are required to develop those logics, etc. amount of things. It's just that we want a rapid pace to get developed. We want the application to go live in less than 10 weeks. Low code tools are there to help you out with that. And the consultation power that low code is providing, or the time to consult that low code is providing with this rapid pace, is the key why this low code thing is booming at the moment.
Okay, so you explained very well. So, Parth, any particular reason for going this field?
So yeah, I mean, as I told that I love consulting clients. Okay, I love to brainstorm, explore, experiment, and then grow. Okay, so a shitty process. Let's say there's a shitty process that is there in other tech stack. Okay, that is developed in another tech stack, and if it is still being replicated into a low code tool like Appian, okay, which is again a IPPMS tool. So I'll not go deep into the technicalities, but if it is developed in the same way, then it is still shitty in Appian. It is still not gonna perform or give the ROI, even you're using the low code power. So where the low code power is coming from, the consultancy part, not being just a developer, but helping the business to evolve, okay, to evolve that process in a more fantastic manner. So that's why I'm betting it on low code, that the consultancy, the key to understand really where the business process is lacking and where the automation can be done, where the evolution can be done of that process, how customer can be benefited in a much more manner than what he expected at the beginning. All of those key parts are the thing I think that would make not even a good consulting part, but also to grow more business as a client.
So, for example, there's one person who want to go into this field, who want to learn about this field. So is there a certain steps to follow?
Yeah, I mean, if you are asking for a client, okay, then I could, go an hour and go multiple hours to discuss about this, that how a client should, choose which particular low code tool to take, or even why to even consider low code. So I can go a long way about that. But to keep it short, there are bits and pieces of content that I'm obviously posting on LinkedIn. But if I summarize all of those bits and pieces here, you just have to consider that what is the aim that you want to achieve as a client. Okay, do you want automation? Do you want your processes to be evolved? Do you just want that your legacy systems should come, you just want to replace those legacy systems and have a new system that is more integrated and more reliable? So what is the aim of the business? You just need to decide that. And that is just not done like with these questions. There's a lot more brainstorming that goes into the picture, but I'm just talking about few of the basic points. Talking about a developer, I think every developer should consider low code as an option, as a career. Okay, and I think I cannot practically tell right now using only words that how you should enable itself. So either, I mean, anyone who is watching, who might be watching this video, can just reach out to me as if he wants to enable his career in low code. So I'll be more than happy to help him out.
So, Parth, next is that what is Abbe and how it is helping in low code?
Okay, so Abbe is another my entrepreneurial venture. It's just a wish that is in my blood to have my own venture. And so I will define it again in two words. One, Abbe Academy, and another one is Abbe Service and Consulting. Okay, so right now I have a purpose that I want to fulfill with both of these objectives. Number one is that there's a huge market gap when a graduate passes out from a college, okay, tier 2 or tier 3 city college. Whenever a graduate passes out and the company is expecting something else, I mean the tech stacks that are taught in college and the tech stacks that are there in corporate, there is a market gap difference. So I, being a low code solution evangelist, I want to set up a Appe Academy where I can help those graduates get trained on these low code tech stacks and get pushed into good companies. So not only those people are able to fetch a nice career, but also the gap is equivalent. Okay, so the gap is going down, down, down. That's my aim. Okay, so that what I want to do with Appe Academy. So I want to call it as, let's say, Appian University, Salesforce University. So these are the different tech stacks that Appe works in, and I want to create universities into each one of these layers. Okay, so that I can bridge this gap, help not only my clients to basically get good talent, but also the people or the graduates to, get more trained, get more industry skills, and get a job. So that's part one. Now, part number two is the consulting and servicing part. So I really love to network. I really want, I mean, I love brainstorming with people, consulting with people. So that's my, again, I mean, that's how I am involved in this second arm of Appe, where I want to consult and service clients. So, I mean, yeah, Appe is into this, that me and my team help consult clients in choosing what low-code tool should we take, how should we develop this particular solution, what are the challenges that we can overcome, what is the ROI, what is the expected ROI, everything. So that's a part of consulting, is the second arm of Appe that we are trying to do. And we are still very young, to be honest. Appe is still very young, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, let's see. It always starts from small steps to a large thing.
So, like the point you highlight, that there's a lot of difference what the college taught us and what the companies are expecting. Like, if I give my own example, when I started my internship, I realized that what I learned in the classes is far away what I used to do in internship. Like, there's a lot of difference, and then I start realizing the things. Okay, this what I need. And one benefit of internship is more that when you do that in things in the real world, when you experience those things, you realize that your studies are becoming easier. You're able to grab the theories which are given in the exams. So yeah, so the work which you're doing helping the students to cover that distance is great, and I wish you all the best for that.
Thank
so
you.
Parth, how you want to be remembered?
So yeah, that's a tricky question, but I will just simplify it in a single line: a honest, humble, and a helpful guy. So a person whom you can go forward to with regard to your any problem. You can feel free to come and again consult. So I think it's all revolving around that consulting part that I have in myself, probably. And but yeah, I mean, if I just say in a single line: honest, humble, and a guy to go to.
Great. When usually some people used to say successful businessman, but it's great to know that you want to remember it like this. You are using consulting word again and again, and at the same time you told that networking is your love. You love to network with people. So could you share that what are the tips or techniques, like how you approach to people, how you network with them?
So actually there are multiple things, and I don't have probably a concrete answer, but I'll try to start something and then let's see how far it goes. So talking about this networking and brainstorming and those consulting, why I'm speaking about all of these, because these were the key lessons that I learned from my first entrepreneurial venture, which was apkajini.com. So in that, I was missing the team. I was missing that networking power which could take my startup from one place to another. Okay, we were just college graduates, me and my friend, just two of us started that journey, and we were really missing that mentorship. We were really missing that team and networking power to rocket this particular thing. So eventually I started developing these skills. I reached out people on LinkedIn, okay, about entrepreneurship. So I just search on LinkedIn entrepreneur, whosoever is there, I just click connect. I started watching videos about team building on YouTube, etc. Eventually in 2000, I think 18 or 19, I don't remember, but I think late 2018, I started another hobby which was named by the Teampreneur. So the Teampreneur was nothing but under the title, I basically used to curate and moderate workshops. That was basically a platform that I was providing where all the like-minded individuals can come. They can brainstorm over certain problems and can find a blueprint of that solution. Okay, so I was not that Gyani session. That was nothing like that. but I used a technique which I learned over the period, which was design thinking technique. I was building or moderating workshops on the basis of those design thinking technique, and I was teaching design thinking technique, whatever was according to me, to the best of my knowledge, and was giving them an entrepreneurial problem to solve. Okay, so there were some deadlines that they need to limit up, and there were certain parts that they need to cover. So it was a workshop in multiple phases that eventually helped each and every individual network work as a team and bring out a solution. So I just conducted 2 hours of workshops, and at the end of each workshop I was getting at least one blueprint that was in a manner that can be executed, and people, they didn't knew each other before 2 hours. At the end of 2 hours they are working as a team and returning a blueprint. Okay, so I conducted workshops around 30 packs, and I've conducted across Rajasthan. I was doing well, but in March 2020 we all know what happened. So that physical touch actually was needed to have such a bonding, have such a kind of workshop. You cannot do it virtually, according to me, and I was not able to conduct it virtually. I tried and tested, but I was not getting that amount of energy that was there at the time of physical thing. So that's why I eventually stopped. But again, it was in my heart, and then COVID was never ending story probably until like 2021 mid year. So yeah, that's still there. I have not closed that gate for me, but I have been giving priority to some other topics at the moment, like Appian. So yeah, that's how I was networking throughout the years. That's my journey.
Great. So I just want to give you one here, small advice that if you go virtual now, right now you are just connecting through Rajasthan, but it might happen when you go for virtual workshops, you can connect with people from Punjab, Delhi, Haryana, and across the country also, because there are many companies right now in India who are doing business with foreign countries like UK, USA, Canada, and so on. So the way you are communicating with me, the way you are clear, sharing your thoughts with me is a clear, like I cannot find any second meaning of it, the way you are delivering your things. So I think you must go for virtual things. There's a lot of scope in that. Yeah, so that's all from my side. Parth, do you have any questions for me?
No, I think I love talking to you. I have been it was an absolute pleasure having this kind of session. Again, we actually don't know each other. We haven't met even physically, but yeah, we are connecting and synergizing in a very peculiar manner. So I think it was a great session. I don't have any questions at the moment.
Great. So thank you so much for taking out your precious time. And I think pleasure is all mine to connect with such a, person who is full of energy and full of enthusiasm to learn the new things. So thank you so much for your time, Parth.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.